Well, this phone doing some weird stuff. There's supposed to be a little picture of me up there, but I guess it's better than nothing. Let's see how this works. I had been requested to do another Skinwalker video from a very highly appreciated fan. And, name is Misty. And of course, I go right into it. And has there been any sightings of skinwalkers in the state of Massachusetts? I got this story from Reddit. I am a member here. I haven't been on Reddit for a long time. At least a couple years, because I've been, I don't know, stuff I've been writing and doing, and I just was hoping to get looked at as a writer or whatnot, and literally had gotten nothing from. So I just recently downloaded this app and went back into it. And of course, there's an ancient evil in the forests of Massachusetts. Not all the places that I have not been yet, because I haven't had the time nor money for gas, because it is about an hour and a half away. And that is Bridgewater, Massachusetts, in the Bridgewater Triangle. Now this, I don't know, man, this story is very bizarre, but I believe it. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I will skim through the top of this and skim through it. But it's about a guy that heard a story when he was younger, and about a big lumberjack type man went into the woods near dawn, and it must have been the Bridgewater woods. He goes in, he's there for a while, chopping and finishing, tracking, whatever, nearby wood schoolhouse. Just down the road, a small old town. Schoolhouse empty, save for school marm, whatever that, Marin. Was there tending to things, look for after, polishing floors, furniture. So whenever this story took place, it had to have been like in the 1700s. And the lumberjack, whatever, goes out there in the woods, but yet he comes back and he's something's wrong with him. Supposedly he's possessed by a demon. And this woman just walks up to him like normal, doesn't say nothing to her at this point, but he starts singing, "Here comes the candle to light you to bed, and here comes the chopper to chop off your head." And all in all, this woman asks him what's wrong. He's saying these crazy words, and places a hand on his arm, asks him again if what's wrong with him. He answers, he just starts laughing, takes a axe, chops her head in two, clean in two. They found him later deep in the woods dancing around, and in the woods, mind you, singing and chanting. And who knows? Well, that's not the only story about the forest of Mass, especially the Freetown Forest. This might have been somewhere else. Somewhere in the forest. I gotta look that up. Look up that bedtime tale there, too, singing that. But right here. And, what the hell? Leave a message. Right here. All indications of Indians. Indians used to use hatchets. King Philip had a ball on a stick type thing that he would use to ram on the top of the heads of the English. Which that thing was recent, well, I don't know, long time ago it was stolen. But recently it was returned. Because some dummy probably thought they were going to get big money for it, but knowing that it was stolen and there's probably no antique dealers or someone out there didn't want to buy it. Just like that stolen art from the Gardner Art Museum. You know, all that shit. How do you sell something that's hot? But anyways, and this gets more cryptic, is right. And this guy and his friend. Now, mind you, they were pot smokers. They say it in the story here, but they didn't even touch nothing. They were sober, they claim. And you know what? I'm not even gonna, go there with people saying, oh, they were stoned and maybe they were tripping on mushrooms. No, 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 no. Because you know what? When you talk about hatchets and men's and chopping heads, then you get right into the Freetown Fall River State Forest. Then you're talking Indians. And the Bridgewater Triangle was the very first time the English ever set eyes of witnessing the Indians running into the swamps and woods and disappearing. That's right, from the King Philip War. And this is where the English had to take it to mind that, wow, these guys are, this is where they started thinking, holy crap, are these people really evil? They must be the devil or related or, into the devil. Because they used to do things that no one's ever seen. And that being said, I don't care what anybody says, and I don't care what the Indians tell you. That forest is cursed. It's sacred Indian living, and I'm putting money on it right now. Because in my hometown of where I lived since 1984, right, I have made claims and I have made my own triangle, and I'm still taking full credit for this, of the Wachusett Valley Triangle. Very, very similar to the Bridgewater Triangle. The only thing, well, there has been sightings of a huge bird-like winged man out here, and that would cover up, which was not seen around here, being the Thunderbird, which that's what the Bridgewater, that's the only difference of my triangle, is nobody has ever set witness eyes in this area of a Thunderbird. That is claims of a 9-foot wingspan bird that flies. But that does seem to be in the Bridgewater Triangle. That's the only thing, but where I have someone that commented before, and I'm going to see if I can bring that up again, because right, here I go. I have now this dual videoing where I can get this up just like this and do my stories so people don't think I'm freaking crazy. And that was on Ashby State Road, no, Ashby West Road in Ashburnham. Mind you, after I read that article, that's when I started looking more into the forest and found out that there is an Indian burial ground out in that area. I don't know where, and I don't advise nobody to go look for it. Because up in the Burbank Hospital Hills, that mountain, that area, I know for a fact is cursed. So isn't the Bridgewater Triangle. And when Native Americans say that, oh, we don't go there because this and no, they're telling you a lie and they're telling you what you want to hear, because that's right, it's sacred land and they don't want you in there. They say they don't go in. I bet you I go in this forest. I'm going to have them wake up a lot of things from the dead. And this guy's explaining pure evil. or a portal to hell if anybody's been reading this as I've been talking, or a laboratory energy vortex. Triangle is there. And this right here, right, black and white, this guy is saying it. And that's what exactly I think's over in my triangle. Portholes, mind you. That's why the Bigfoot comes through. And that's why I've been seeing, literally, my version of the Skinwalkers. And this being said, another Skinwalker encounter, I believe. Someone even, I'm trying to comment to this guy, but the comments must be disabled because the person might be getting cracked on with jokes. I haven't fully read them, but I found a couple of assholes on here talking, oh, why did you, maybe you just wanted a carrot. You know what, these are the people that wouldn't even get the balls to stand foot in one of these haunted forests in search. They'll just make jokes is right. But someone had mentioned, and I will show you, before I even looked at this article, someone had mentioned the Pukwudgie. Oh, hell yeah. That's right. Right here, mythological creatures that Indians created, and some people in this are calling out the Pukwudgie. And more or less with the small animals that this guy has seen, which will go down. As everybody can just start reading along. Here, birds or planes, they weren't in the sky. It was quiet. And they say once something creeps up, spiritually, especially the Native Americans, things start going silent. Is right. They felt the presence of something evil, it says here. Behind this, there are crunching noises. Now, mind you, they say that lumberjacks' feet sounding of heavy footsteps. You get to the clearing, there's a loud crash, like a tree falling. And they should have ran, but they didn't. They turn around in the bushes under some trees at the edge of the clearing, shaking like something in them, and something jumps out. It's a rabbit. Now, skinwalkers don't have to just form into werewolves, half man, half dog. They form into all kinds of animals I've read about. Whether it be birds, ravens, anything to trick you. And now rabbits, that's what I think this is what happened. Right here, another skinwalker encounter. Now, Bridgewater Forest is on my to-do list. I wanted to do it during the King Philip War 500th anniversary, but I couldn't get out there. But as they look at the rabbit, you know, sleek black fur, bright pink nose, twitches at us. The guy, his friend starts laughing. He starts laughing, he says, choking, coughing, wiping tears, and what's up, Doc? Now, everybody knows, right? Even I've done it. You see a friggin' rabbit, you sit there and stare at you. I've done it. Yo, what's up, Doc? I like to throw a carrot at it. Here you go, buddy. And this is what the guy did. Who don't do that? If you don't do that, there's something wrong with you. But anyways, the thing stands up on its hind legs, looks right at us, grins like a human. Human grins, he says, all the teeth showing. Constantine stops laughing, it blinks. They both look at each other. They're confused. He's confused. His friend's confused. They're looking at each other. The rabbit steps forwards on its hind legs like a goddamn human, he said, dumbfounded. They look at each other and blah, blah, blah. The rabbit opens its mouth and says in a hideously mocking tone, "What's up, Doc?" So tell me, you ain't gonna tell me, but you gotta sit here and think. Now, if a fucking skinwalker is mimicking and mocking, that right there is just beyond truth. That is something that really, really needs not to be joked about. And I mean, now that I've read this story, and once again, yes, skinwalkers can form into anything, like I said, any type of animal. And I'm for damn sure a rabbit would be one of them, because we have wild rabbits. Yeah, that's right. And they both run to the car, they run out, and the guy wants to know, his friend don't want to talk about it no more. I'm trying to get to the friggin' comments right here, but there's 55 of them. I can't even say or write to this guy. Even the replies are off, as you can see. So that means I think he disabled everything because he got all these stupid comments. But there's the one. I grew up in that area. I've been in that forest in the middle of the night when I was in high school. The places give off the worst vibe. Also, wasn't a rabbit, must have been a pukwudgie right there. Read it and weep. A pukwudgie is another person that believes is right. And you should believe. And then you hear upvote for pukwudgie, reference, laugh out loud. I'm originally from Bristol County. And someone else goes over here. The fuck is a pukwudgie? See, you get these haters in here. Dude, that was a real Bugs Bunny. Should have gotten an autograph. That's right. This is why, fuck all that. One guy says, look at the bones. Big, nasty teeth. Maybe it just wanted a carrot. And these are the people that make a mockery and a joke of this stuff. And I bet you that they would never, ever step foot in this place. I stepped on grounds in Wilton, New Hampshire. And I'll tell you, boy, being in that cemetery and knowing that there was an evil spirit that guards it, like the pukwudgie, is there. Not seeing it, though, but I think it's got to do because I felt like home. And when I feel like home at these places, I think that's when the evil knows they have a high... That's right. They got something that they ain't gonna touch. And that's what you gotta do when you go into these places. You gotta be rid of fear and all fear that's around you. And you have to have a crazy mind like mine. So that I can't push on nobody, and I can't tell people how to do it, but I grew up in a crazy household. My father actually made it to Metropolitan State Hospital, mind you. I got a lot of other crazy relatives that have been out there and done some insane stuff. And yes, we all have wondered if Indians flowed through the blood. And I think it does very highly. And I can't wait till the day I find out what I truly am. Because I'm in the mix of Canadian Indian blood and New York Sioux Indian tribes. Hell, I can even be a Mohawk, for all I know. But, heard some crazy stories. Maybe my brother-in-law takes magic and then he says he pointed at having 12-person go. Sounds like he fits quite well out there, like a demon touched on, all these comments. Me, I think it's Native American spirits. Truly, honestly, and I will fucking put money on it. Them woods are cursed to keep the white man out. And that's what that triangle is, and I think that's what I found out here with my Wachusett Valley Triangle. That's right. So, and now I got a space triangle I'm working on too. And them stars, boy, have been getting bright. I gotta do a video on that later if they're out. But other than that, once again, someone wants to look up this story on Reddit, read it themselves. There's an ancient evil in the forest of Massachusetts. Once again, I'm going with the Skinwalkers. And not just out west. I think Indian tribes with the Pukwudgie Skinwalkers, it's all the same damn thing. Just different forms. Yeah, that's right. And they'll form into anything they want. So, that being said, I know how to find them and I know how to get my thing going here. And this is all coming about in bang, just like everything else I look up. Go figure. First story. So something's dragging me and pulling me in from the spirit world of the Indians. I know there is. Because every time I write something and I look something up lately and having these dreams, oh man, I'm on to something. And I think now that I read this, something's pulling me to the Bridgewater Triangle. And I'm going to try my damnedest to get out there this fall. When all the leaves are falling off the trees, I'm going to that damn forest. And I'm going to see what I catch. And if I catch this damn thing, boy, oh man, that'd be marking some damn epic, legendary history. Till that next video, be safe, take care, beware, because you don't know what's out there. If you start messing around with these things and you don't know what to do with them, that's right, they're going to tear you up. Beware. But also, you better stop believing, because I'm going to make everyone in this world a believer when I'm done. Oh, yes. And this right here proves it. Read it and weep. Read it and weep. Out.